here we are out at the mine. This old mine. It's my mine. And this is my ore cart. I use it to transfer material just here on the exterior. Get down in here. Hopefully there's no snakes. I didn't check. You stay. I'll let you know in a second. Make sure there's no snakes. Hey, stay. I said stay. Alright, I guess we come in here. She likes this spot over here, so I gotta make sure there's nothing over here for her to get hurt on. Any critters? Ooh. I think it's okay. Snakes. Yeah, looks alright, I guess. Oh, critter. Spider. Okay. There you go. You can sit there. Not exactly the greatest spot during an earthquake, but she likes that spot. Okay. So, this is what I've been unearthing. Give you a kind of a perspective here. This is the portal. I put all this lumber in here. But what I wanted to do today is give you guys a kind of a look-see what I'm doing in here. Here's what I got going on there. I was imagining boards that would go in there, and that could go down at a downward angle, but I didn't really see a whole lot of ore in there. You can kind of see some red stuff there. Go down here for a minute. So, hopefully there's nothing in here. Been a little while. But I've never seen a snake in this mine. Knock on wood. Look, I got a shovel. But alright, so here we go. These need actual nails. I only use screws in them. See how this thing's becoming bent or bowed? I don't know if you can get that angle, but you kind of see it needs to be tightened up, obviously. This is kind of just fill the old miners put in here, and then I put a stall or a makeshift stall under there just to keep this angle. Alright, so that's, I'm holding the phone straight so you can see the angle of that beam. Okay. So here's another issue that needs a new cleat. This needs to be tightened up. Let me go down here a little further. So this, I don't even want to be under this. This is the problem. This all, if you take one out, it all wants to go. Look at the bend in this one. And this all thread is completely bent. This is their old stall. It's almost like buckling. It's still holding on though. Whoa. Holding stuff back. But if you look here, this is my perspective here. I'm kind of shooting upwards. But if you remove one, they're all going to go. So what I was imagining here is don't really have it lapped or screwed. So I almost want to do some, we're looking out, some spiring from that point over to this point. And then fill in all of this. But look at, you got a whole inch of gap here, 2 inches. You know, that stuff is just ready to go. So I might, some of this I might have to tap and take down. I was kind of hoping to catch it before it got too bad, and just fill it all with Mine Dump. There's a different color rock there. Whoa. See all the different, this whole thing is just completely fractured. So I got 2 sets in here basically. And then you got all your stalls. See how zoom in, I really don't like getting too. I'm right in the danger area right here. See all the old stalls and my stuff. There's a bunch of failed stalls. There's that one. The whale. There's an old car part in there and a barrel. A fender, excuse me. So, look at this slick and slide here. It's like what they had for kind of a footwall. But they sure didn't do all this for nothing. So the idea is to find a straight run in here and put in a, obviously fix this somehow or another, because your portal is going to be the most dangerous place in the mine, more than likely. And for this mine, it's only one way in and one way out. So just imagine if all of this collapsed while I was in here hammering away. It's just not very responsible. So we want to, down here and to the right, there's a whole pile of material where they backfilled the stope that they were using. So I imagine that'll bring me some airflow and another exit just in case this was compromised. But for the most part, it's just getting past it. Today I'm right under it, showing. I feel better about it already. Not. Alright, so let's get another view here. So this is holding some of this up. I actually got it to be in there, and I'm pretty sure I had a wedge in there at one point, but it don't look like it's there anymore. And that it lands on that stall over there. This is the center of the 2 sets. Here's some of the material. They are more than likely chasing. They like this black stuff with all the gouge and color in it. They left this, so it's part of their little pillar. And it kind of just went, and it's gone. And then down there behind that pillar, there's some good material. And there's probably about, there's a drift that goes. I don't have any lights or anything today, so I thought I'd just give you a little tour of this collar and how sketchy it is. I'm gonna get out of here. Get out of the danger zone. In the danger zone. Oh. I'm sure Rosie wants to get out of here too. Alright, so I kind of just want to be one video. Give you an idea here. Oh. Okay, so that's a heck of a angle. Here's the pillar that they left here. I'll show you some of this material they were really excited about. I guess they probably weren't very excited about it at first. You got all kinds of different stuff going around here. Rosie. I like this a lot too. They're chasing that white stuff with the hematite staining. Front angle of the. I used 4x6 and then I brought on this just to kind of have something level in here, because eventually what I would like to do is fill this and then build off of it, and then so that all this is all stable. It looks like they backfilled all this area. I found a stall in here, so this is all was like a manway of some sort. Wood. Yeah, you guys probably find this stuff interesting. I do. So, kind of a straight shot here, semi. But I'm going to go turn around here, and the idea is they have a track system that comes through here. Either just temporary, well that one's not temporary, so they have to come through here. And I was imagining we go and have some kind of a V-shape cement instead of an A-frame. So I have somewhere where the wire can track to. And I removed all of this material up here. Direct the line if necessary. Come on, Rosie. So, lots of work to do. About so that there's another exit to this line. I call it depth trap. Down a rod, at least 10 feet. They just backfilled it, and then over time, all that space that's right there, they probably made it level when they left. But all of that is what's left down in my way down at the bottom. All these all this needs to be bolted, all of this lumber, to put in place. And I want to install they drove this in, or they drove it, or they came back out on it, and there's actually jump down in here. Actually some color in here. No, stay. Yeah, we're growing right now. In the rainy season, you can see a lot more color in there. It's more of a red. Yeah, you're not coming down in this hole, you silly dog. Alright, let me get out of here. Alright folks, until next time, end this video with a little bit on the sluice box that I'm making for my mill site. How much progress I got there. And hope you enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, share. Ciao. Okay, it's the next day and I've been working on this thing after dinner here, and I think I got a little bit of progress here. Kind of off a little bit there, but between that 2x3, 2x6, and those, I'm right on the line here. So I'll probably transfer over to this side next, just to kind of keep it even. I'm just about there on this, but making some progress.